Today we're going to start section 10.3. In section 10.3 we're going to be talking about compound interest. So as we're going through this section, we're going to first start by doing some problems talking about compound interest, and then we're going to finish off this section with some problems talking about annual percent yield. So our compound interest. Investments that involve compound interest may play an important role in reaching some of your long-term financial goals. Benjamin Franklin described compound interest quite well when he said money makes money, and the money that makes money makes more money. So the idea is, instead of just interest being calculated once at the beginning of either your loan or investment, interest is recalculated continuously throughout the term of your loan or investment, according to kind of some strict guidelines, according to the percentage rate that we're looking at, and according to the amount of time that we're looking at, and according to how many times per year this is going to happen. So as we did in the last section, before we get into some problems, we're going to start with some definitions. Okay. So our first definition, an investment is the use of money or capital for income or profit. So instead of taking out a loan, we might be investing our money, right, into some sort of program, account, anything along those lines to gain additional income or profit from them. In a fixed investment, the amount invested as principal is guaranteed and the interest is computed at a fixed rate. In a variable investment, neither the principal nor the interest is guaranteed. Right? So our first few definitions about investments. Right? Then what we're going to have here, kind of this next part, is our definitions that we're going to use for our compound interest formula. Right? So A is our amount. This is the amount that accumulates in the account. So this is going to be the amount at the end. So when we're thinking about these and we're going and setting these up, this is the amount at the end. Kind of like when we were talking about our final payoff value, kind of similar to that type of thing. That's what we're looking at here. P is our principal. Right? The sum of money originally invested. So notice we can use the word P for principal for something being invested, as we are in this section, or something being borrowed, right? But either way, it's the amount that was originally invested or borrowed. Right? R is still our annual interest rate. Right? It's given as a percent. T is the duration or life of a loan. That is our time. Again, we're going to want to make sure things match. If we're doing our interest rate in years, then we want to make sure that our time is also in years. The new variable that we're seeing in here is the number of compounding periods. Right? So this is where the word compound interest comes from. And that's going to be represented by the letter N. So it's the number of compoundings per year. So again, annual meaning per year. Time must be in years, number of compoundings per year. Right? So as we're looking at these, we're thinking everything is per year. Interest that is computed on the principal and any accumulated interest is called compound interest. So again, the difference between our simple interest that we saw in the previous section and our compound interest that we're going to see in this section, right, instead of just calculating our interest once at the beginning, we're going to continuously recalculate our interest as we go based on what has previously happened and the interest that has previously been accumulated.